Hey guys, and welcome back to Born Traveller, and welcome to a very windy and wet Vlora in Albania. Okay, let's get started. So as you can see, I'm in Vlora. I'm stood here because it's so windy, you won't be able to hear me otherwise. So I'm actually here for a week, but believe it or not, it's going to rain all week. So I thought, well, sod it, I might as well start videoing now because the weather's not too bad. Hopefully I'll be able to get some other days where it's a bit better, but I'm not even convinced I'm going to get any time because it looks like rain, sun, rain, sun. We're going to have a look at the beach. So I bought this accommodation weeks ago, like a month or two ago. I was expecting, like, you know, temperatures to be like 25 degrees, I'm going to be sunbathing, going to enjoy myself. No, jeans, rain jacket. I can't believe it. I can't believe how bad it's gone so quickly. To think that only a few weeks ago I was in Mostar and in Dubrovnik sweating my ass off in August is crazy. Look at the weather, guys. I can't believe this. So I might ask this guy for a joke, see if he'll take me out on the boat. Bloody hell, look at the waves. So this is the Aegean Sea, so over there is Italy. Look at this. Whoa! I couldn't have timed that better if I tried. I like put the camera down, a massive wave came over. Fucking hell. It's not cold, by the way, guys. It really is not cold. It's like 23, 24 degrees. So even though it's like horrible, it's actually quite nice. So there's some dodgems here you can have a go at. I'm sure they'll be packed later. Looks like they're probably packing them up for the season. So, but Lord, there is a beach that way. We'll try and have a look at that later. Well, not on a nice day. But basically, you've got this huge promenade. These massive apartment blocks everywhere, and then as it goes round it just continues this beautiful promenade. It's quite nice. I mean, when I saw it on YouTube I knew there wasn't that much in terms of things to do, and I always say I like to have the place to myself. This is one way of doing it. Don't get that very often in Albania, people being polite and letting you across. That's quite nice. You see, when I see something like that, that's for sale. Now I used to have my own business. I used to own vans like this. When I look at that, I'm just thinking camper van. And I have to admit, it's something I'm starting to come around to thinking of doing later. When I've got my house will be completed by 2024, by the way. So when I've got my house and that's all sorted, I think I'm going to save the money then and buy a camper van and travel Europe in it. I don't know if I told you this, I bought a new camera. I've got a Canon M50 and I think my Canon will be perfect for this weather. That's why I bought it. For weather like this, where I can't, the GoPro just fails. So just start shooting more with my Canon to get some better footage. And there's a load of deck chairs and stuff, and obviously if the weather was good, yeah, I think this cafe here have their own little deck chairs and stuff on the beach. So, you know, you can get all coffees and stuff, assuming obviously the weather's a bit better. So I go and sit there and see if anybody will serve me. I must have walked a good kilometre, 2 kilometres. It's quite a big promenade. Right, I think it's time for a whiskey, find a taxi, go back to my apartment, I think. So it's the next day now. If I've got this right, this is the National Museum of Independence, and you can see there's workers here, so I'm not sure, I don't look like it's open. What's weird is they built this like concrete kind of like, I don't know, like a structure that people walk to and from. The only thing I think is when it's raining people can walk to the beach, but I don't know, it seems a bit weird this does, what it's there for. 2 things you don't want to see in Albania: pissed off Albanian and a concrete mixer. Yeah, so this is the National Independence Museum. Bloody hell, 300 lek. That's quite a lot. Now I know I'm a traveller and that, but it doesn't look worth it. I just walked in and it's tiny. There's nothing in there. $3. So yeah, it looks like this whole area is going to be transformed then, because there's these guys working on like basketball hoops and, you know, like a nice outdoor area as well. So I think once all this is kind of finally finished, they'll start building the apartments there, I assume. So you can get a ferry from here to somewhere. I don't know where that's going. We'll have to walk around maybe another day and see if we can find where that goes then. Look at the black clouds. So you got sun here. Look at them clouds, and people are sunbathing. This is classic, this is. So I'm thinking, crack up one of them sun lounges, on a pina colada, job done. I don't think that's going to work well, is it? So, got myself a sun lounger. I'm sure somebody will come out and tell me I can't do this in a minute, or charge me. Who cares? There are a few beach goers. It's not actually that bad, to be honest. It's not that windy. It's got a lovely breeze. You know what, actually, you could sunbathe here. You got a shelter as well if you want to. So one of those girls I was pointing out, she's waded out quite a way. Look, this beach is very shallow. The water's really shallow here, so you have to go out quite a way before it becomes even waist high. So I can see why people want to come to Vlorë. When the weather's good, it's quite nice actually. There's a nice little beach here. It's not that busy. It's not the cleanest beach I've ever seen, so don't come here expecting paradise, but it's perfectly acceptable. I mean, the water looks okay to go in. Not really much to see in Vlorë, but you know, I wanted to show you it. Definitely somewhere to invest if you wanted a beach town to invest in. But apart from that, there's not much here to do. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, and I'll see you next time.